Hello friends. Now let us take up the concept number 8, 5.8, formatted input operations using scanf. Many people cannot understand what is need of formatted input. Actually, whatever data we give as input value, it is simply stored in the computer memory. While writing, we format it as we like. We print it. Either it may be an integer value or floating point value or character value or string value, anything as we like, we format it. Okay. What is need of formatting input value? That may be the doubt for many people. Now I want to clarify that. Thereafter, I will explain what is the formatted input, how it is useful. Actually, a school is there. In that, 10 classes are there. First class to 10th class. 10 classes are there. Then, actually, let us take age, roll number, class number. Okay. Age of the students, maximum 10th class, never be more than 20, 20 higher side. It may be 15, 16 and all that. So, age will be always 2 digits, never be more than 2 digits. Okay. If you come to a roll number, actually the maximum strength according to the rules and regulations of the school, the maximum strength is 60. So, this also never be more than 2 digits. Okay, class number, maximum 10, then it never be more than 2 digits. So, you know the facts. Whatever the data you require for your records and all that, age of the student, the roll number, class number, never be more than 2 digits. In such case, in order to avoid, prevent to enter bigger value, wrong values and all that, then what you do, you can use formatted. That means you can limit the input data for this field never be more than 2 digits. Then how can you do that? Suppose percentage %d you write. Okay. Now one width specifier you can mention in between. With the format, this is the way. Percentage width d. So how many spaces maximum you want to specify, you mention here. In this case, for age, for roll number, for class number, how you write? Percentage 2d. That means it may be 1 digit or 2 digits. It never be 3 digits. If you enter 3 digits and all that, certain problem will occur. That you have to practically understand. This is the purpose of inserting width specifier in conversions, in the conversion specifiers of scanf. So now let us see this program. By that you can easily understand this concept. Now what here 3 integer values I am reading. Here we are talking about formation of input data of integer values in this program. So now you see width specifier, all the for A, B, C I am using 3. That means we can enter either 1 digit, 2 digits or 3 digits, never be more than 4, 3 more than 3. That you have to understand. Now just practically I show you, then run 1. In run 1, which values you are giving? For A 1, B 2, 3, for C 4, 5, 6, A, B, C. Now what is the limitation? You should not enter more than 3 digits. So in this case, in the first run, what we have entered? 1 for A, 23 for B, 456 for C. Then how they are printed? They are printed as they are. There is no problem because we are not violating the rule. Next, run 2. As far as run 2 is concerned, what we are doing, that means again we are compiling and running and giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means in the second run, for A's value 123, 123, B's value 456, C's value 789. For all the three, we have given 3 digits. Then also we are not violating the rule. Then output is 123, 456, 789. There is no anomaly in that. Now what we are doing, we are giving in run 3, what we are giving, 1234 for A, 5678 for B, and 4 nines for C. Now we are violating the principle. That means for 3 values we have given 4 digits. That means we are violating the conversion specifier, width specifier 3. As a result of that, what happens? First one, 1, 2, 3, 123 is printed. And it does not allow, because of 3 width specifier, it does not allow 4. So because of that, the 4 is remained in the input stream, and this is printed for B. Whatever is remained in the input stream, that is printed for the subsequent value. What is the subsequent value? B. That is 4 is printed. And as far as C is concerned, what is printed? 5, 6, 7 are printed. Now you see, these are the input values, these are the output values. Now this type of no syntax error, these are all unexpected result, undesirable result are occurred. This point you have to understand, and thereafter run 4 also I show you for the sake of more clarity, and again you run it, and here 12,345, 12,400, 23,456, 34,567. 5 digits. Again you are violating the principle, because you have given 3 digits. Then as a result of that, again what happens? 123, because you can crystallize what are left over in input stream, that is 4, 5 are left over, that is printed for B. Thereafter these 2, 3, 4 are there, this is printed for this thing C. This is the way. If you want to define width specifier for input values, you must be careful. If it is very much required, you do that, and then you should strictly follow the width specifier. Subject to that only you have to give input values. If you violate the principle, if you give the bigger values and all that, these consequences will occur. If any syntax error comes and all that, you are always safe, because you can notify. Until unless you rectify, it does not work. But in this case and all that, generally we have a feeling that computer never commit a mistake. That's why you may not verify these values, but these are undesirable values. That's why practically understand where are the error prone areas. You must notice practically and own them. How you are grasping and owning concepts, in the same way all error prone areas in programming, especially this type of errors where compiler does not report error message. You must be very careful. That's why I am telling you, write this type of program. You don't give 3 and all that. You give some other things, some other values you give. 2, 3 test programs you write. Then only you can own this concept. One time, maximum 15-20 minutes, if you work on that, permanently you can own this concept. That only I am suggesting. Every concept is like a tool. You must master the functionalities as well as the limitations of the tool. Not only functionalities, but also limitations. Otherwise, you may commit an error in future. Beware of it. Hello friends. In the previous program 5.1, I have explained the purpose and the usage of width specifier in input operations using scanf. I clearly explained the purpose of inserting width specifier and the consequences of violating the width specifier. Okay, simply working out one program and all that, you may not own the concept. That is my strong belief. Lot of exercise is required. Some concepts are like that. At one shot, we may not learn that. That's why in 5.2, I have given different types of width specifiers like 3, 2, 4, etc. and all that. And I have entered different sizes of data which enables you to understand the concept thoroughly. That is very much important. And once again, I am reminding you one technique. If you want to write the same program, you write. Nothing wrong in that. If you write, always I encourage you to write the similar program on your own. You should not accustom to spoon feeding. Spoon feeding stage is over. You are going to become a professional. So you should think on your own. That's why similar programs, you conceive doubts. Wherever doubt is there, definitely you get the solution. Getting doubt is a very important characteristic of a potential programmer, prospective programmer. Get doubt and find out a solution. You get unforgettable knowledge or experience. That's why, if you already, as I explained to you, with the different width specifiers, you write a program and enter different sizes of data, integer data, and see the output. But one thing I am telling you, before executing the program, just you write your output. What output we are expecting, that you write. Thereafter execute and compare your output with the actual output. Then you can 100% understand where you are missing. Understand, that is very important. Then you get a better result. Okay, in a short span of time, you can own the things. And here 5.2, for that purpose, I have given a big program on the same point, and you write the same program or similar program and write your own output, manual output. Thereafter execute and compare your output with this. At one shot, maximum half an hour, you can own this concept forever. And one more thing I have to tell you in this context, all of you must have these study notes on hand. Actually, it is not possible for me to write every bit of code. That's why some crucial code, some crucial programs I am writing, those programs meant for providing exercise to you and all that, I am not able to write. I am not able to write, and you get it in the study material. And that's why I am telling you, while watching the lecture, have the hard copy on hand. Then only you can derive 100% benefit out of this, the lectures or this course. Otherwise, whatever is very routine to me, it may not be so much routine. The routine code I am not writing, like declarations, input, output, and all that. For most programs, I am not writing, but that is very essential for you, and that's why have this material study notes before watching the lecture, and with reference to the program, if you watch the lecture, you can get 100% doubt free understanding, and ultimately it enables you to own the concept permanently.